And a good morning to you. Heidi ho. How does the sunrise meet you? Wonderfully, I hope. Good morning. The dog is angry. He doesn't have a pillow out here. So he'll be throwing his dog food around in a fit, in a temper. That's what he does. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody's having a wonderful day. It's beautiful outside. It was so beautiful yesterday. So I was in Sandusky, Ohio, reading at a friend's fair, and I was like, "Oh, are we really going to do this in August outside? No, that's not a good idea." It was 72 degrees, absolutely stunning outside, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm so glad I went because it was just a beautiful day. Good morning, everybody. Everything okay? Yeah, good?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd your piece turn out?
What?
How did your piece turn out?
Okay.
The piece that you said you thought was going to be really cool.
Yes, it's in there.
Oh, that's really cool. Does it glow?
Yeah.
Can I see it glow?
I don't have my thing on there.
So, hi guys. Richie's doing glass work. He's doing glass blowing, and this is I can't tell, is that black and orange? Is that getting ready for Halloween? He's blowing glass pendants, and this one's knobby. But he has some really cool stuff going on, and he's just practicing and playing and learning his new craft. So he's doing a great job. It's really cool. Yeah, you're online. This is live.
Oh boy.
Woo!
Social interaction. My favorite.
I would like to get him to feel comfortable enough doing it. When he's comfortable enough, have him come sit in front of the shop and do some glass blowing on the shop right in front.
You might want to make sure that's legal first.
It's my storefront. I can do anything up to the street. Anyhow, except for maybe stripping poles, things like that. I don't think they'll go for that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So anyways, it was such a beautiful, beautiful day yesterday. And the energies that come across yesterday were so wonderful. Thank you, Rich. Were so wonderful. And the mediumship, when I sit down to do a reading, you guys, whether it's online or whether it's a private reading or in public, I will never just advertise a mediumship reading because I want to make sure that I don't pigeonhole anything that I do. And I will say, I'm going to give you everything that I'm going to get. And when the dust clears, we'll do questions. And so I had some really, 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 the stream, you was really hoping to watch the stream ball. I had some really great information come across for people yesterday through mediumship. And I was just so pleased because it doesn't always happen. You can knock on somebody's door and they're not available, right? And that's fine. We're not going to dictate their spirit life. Like I said, I needed help. That means be here now. It doesn't work that way. We can request and feel for them and see if they're there. But these people came in and they just didn't expect them. It was so much fun. But the general mood yesterday was looking forward to your pepper harvest. What kind of peppers are those, Melissa? Are those poblano? Are those poblano? I do love a good poblano. Sorry, guys, so weird, right? But the poblano peppers out west, if anybody doesn't go out that way, they'll set up big, huge rollers outside the supermarkets and fill them with poblano peppers, and then they just roll them and roast them. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. There's so many different things about our country that are worth viewing, you guys. And by the way, Sam and I are heading out west. If you're new to our program, our channel, we used to travel all the time, like all the time. Hawaii, all over the country. We'd have all these really cool things going on. And now we're back at our home base. But this upcoming week, 2 weeks from now, Sam and I are leaving, and we're going to take you guys with us. We are going down to Texas. We're going to do the Marfa Lights. We are going to head up through Oklahoma, and we'll be in Sedona from the 11th to the 15th. If you are interested in going with us, you can still go. We have a lot of interesting activities we're going to do. And then we're going to spend some time after that going to the Grand Canyon and Arches Park and things like that. So we hope to take you along with us as we go across the country, because we really enjoy traveling, and we enjoy traveling to places that are quite spiritual. And I'm not a big one on touristy trap places like Mystery Holes and stuff like that, but we do like going to like the Dolmen in Montana and things like that. So hope to take you along. Jenny A, sorry I missed your class the other night, Lisa. I hope your family emergency is okay. We had a lot of people in class the other night, and I hit the ground running afterwards. So I'm hoping to take some time today to be able to set it up where people can watch the recording. But I've kind of been a little all over the place doing a bunch of different things, and it's not going to get any better really before I leave. But I will take the time to sit and make sure I get that something you can view. So. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop in the morning? Or can I get a whoop whoop this morning? In the room. It was weird. That's something I say all the time. I never go off script. Can I have a whoop whoop in the room? What the heck was that? Good morning. Good morning. That was right. That was rather odd, actually. It felt odd too. Can you guys hear the chickens, or did you just hear the dog clackety clacking? Okay. And if everybody could share one time, that'd be great. I'm trying to decide whether we're going to do readings and occasional crystal sales tonight. If we do, it'll start at about 5. But I don't know. I've got to get the camper is an important process. We have to get that done. I have to get that done. I have to take a couple structures out of the camper and replace the wall structures. Wouldn't you do it? I mean, that sounds fun, right? I seem drained. I was tired when I got home last night. I did 15 readings in 5 hours yesterday. It's like a marathon. It was so much fun, but I love working that way, and reading does not tire me. But it was 2 hours there, 2 hours back. I stopped and had dinner with a friend of mine who I hadn't seen in a really long time. And it, okay, Buford, go lay down. So yeah, it's a long weekend. All right, let's go with Renee Walker. Renee, I want to talk about a heightened sense of relaxation. I really feel like you need to find your pattern, your drum beat, your sync. I feel like you walk to a lot of other people's like schedules. Like, come on, we got to get this done. We got to get this done. And I think that you could be doing something that is just solely for you. And I think you need to be doing that. There's something that you need to be that's just for you. Nobody else has any say in it. Nobody can tell you how to do it. It is just your way. And that's really important for you energetically. Let me find out who I was saying this for again. I know it. I know who it is. Renee Walker. I couldn't remember the first name. And whatever it is causing you anxiety in life right now, the first thing that comes to mind when you think about anxiety is you need to let it go. That's the thing that is just like, good morning, everybody. Is just like the drain. And I'm not saying relationships. I'm saying it could be an aspect of a relationship. I know my husband doesn't care for me. Well, no, he cares for me. He doesn't care for it when I match his tone. As he's gotten older, he has more tone, and or maybe I have less hormones. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. And so I match his tone, and he doesn't care for it, and he stops. So I'm just saying it could be that you need to drop an emotion or meet emotion in the middle and see how you can move forward by letting go of the things that are frustrating and maybe stressful to you. I hope that's helpful. Creates for a much more peaceful existence. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How was everybody today? Did you have a good weekend? What did you guys do this weekend? Yeah, dog gave up. The dog went in the other room and said, "No, I'm not going to stick around out here, be ignored. I'm not going to stick around out here and be ignored." Yes, he is. Anyhow. Bobby Strock, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Latoya. Good morning, Lisa. Africa. Is everybody giving you a greeting, Africa? Everybody is so Ladora. Everybody is so wonderful in the group. So it's not just about jumping on and getting readings. It is about feeling supported, having community, and making new friends. And I can't even tell you, we have from membership, we have people that are like close friends. I never even knew they talked. So it's so cool to get to watch people create connections. You went to a crow party. I must know what a crow party is. What is that? I want a crow. I want a crow. They're so smart. I wouldn't want to own one, but I'd like to have a friend. Like you leave, oh, that's ravens, I think. Yep, we had the grandkids a little bit too. Grandchild, the daughter, the female spawnling. Missing you guys. I haven't been able to comment for days. Just because you're busy, Lisa? No one's in YouTube? There's a couple people in YouTube. Oh, there's two different types of YouTube, Jenny. So that you're probably on Ghost Squad Scott or Soul Sync Connected Collective. I had a crow and I taught it to say hello. Yeah, we had a crow a long time ago, but it was premature. It was born sickly and it didn't last. It was born very sickly. Okay. All right. So let's see. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Yeah, I am kind of low energy today. I'm not low energy, but I'm like right here. I'm thinking of the things I need to do today. We birthday party for a friend where everyone wears black and brings trinkets and oh my god, that's so fun. That is so. Oh, your Facebook wasn't working. I know. Doesn't that sound fun, you guys? I'm like, I could do that in the store, and we just exchanged baubles and trinkets. Everybody, I think we need to have Gothic tea again this year. We did Gothic tea last year where everybody got to dress up, and we had all the fine china and the silver out, and all the teacups, and we sampled teas, and we have crumpets and things. So I think that is something we're going to do closer to October, and then we will also turn that into a mediumship evening, table tipping and medium. How do you drink your tea if your tables are walking away? True story. It is Monday energy. It is. This is the Monday energy, you guys. Sorry. I had so much fun reading yesterday, though. It was kind of like every once in a while on here, I'll call shotgun, but I need to have help to do that because the feed goes so quickly. But I'll do one card shotgun reading for you, and then I give you the reading, and then you get to work with your intuition. It's practice, right? That's what we do. I know a lot of people miss practice, but a lot of people attended. I think we had something like 25 people on class, which was a lot of people. And we had 50 people signed up. So 50% ain't so bad. But the recording will be available for you guys to watch. And it was basically the what this isn't, right? What this isn't. This isn't Hollywood. This isn't where you have dead people walk up to you and things like that. The clairs are there for your use and your assistance, because we wouldn't set ourselves here without some kind of support system, whether you believe in angels, spirit guides, whatever. it's there and available. We just have to be the ones to reach out for that, right? So that's what the first class really is about. It's about how we walk into this in our life and how we feel supported and things like that. But the next class, which I don't have in the schedule, and I left the schedule somewhere, somewhere over the rainbow. Latoya's like, I'm so confused. What is going on? We have a lot of talk to Latoya because we don't just learn off of our readings as well, by the way. It can be off of somebody else's readings and we piggyback. So there's always something to learn. But our next class is going to be on grounding, centering, protecting, taking care of your energy, and stepping off into a couple guided meditations. That's what our next class will be. And that will be in September. It'll be closer to the end of September, and I'll have that set out with a date here in a little bit, just like the last one where you can sign up, and you'll get the reminder emails and things like that. So that one is going to be a lot of fun. I do not meditate. Someone leaves the squirrel lawyer. I don't meditate like, I don't do that. My brain, you guys, could you imagine my brain quiet? You know, there's people, this blows my mind, people that don't have an internal dialogue. How do they survive? It's a thing. It's a thing. Anyways, but so we will always do shamanic journey within my classes. Always. My brain doesn't sit still. This doesn't. So we will be doing a couple guided journeys, and one to ground, center, protect. I love the centering one. It is one of my favorite meditations or journeys, because we're always talked about to ground and to call in protection, but man, we have to find our center. We have to be the center here, right? And a lot of us forget that for ourselves. So today, take a moment. I never know what I'm going to talk about, right? So this is what we're talking about right now. Take a moment today to appreciate yourself. Find something about yourself that you like. You know, most of us will sit and find all of the things that we find about ourselves that we don't like. We don't list the things we do, but we will go, I don't like this about myself, and I don't like that about myself, and blah, 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 and go down the list. And at the end of the day, you go to bed with that list. How about trying something different today and find something that you're good about, you feel good about? I know I miss Isis in general. I really, I love doing guest reading nights, and the night she came on and did guest reading with me was fantastic. I loved that. It was so fun. It was like reconnecting all over again. And, I just wish we still had the membership, but you guys can always talk within the private group. You know that. Just hit each other up. Be like, Isis, organize a practice. And she will. You know she will. She'll be like excited to do it. Okay. Whoop whoop in the room, y'all. Whoop whoop. Can I get a witness? And I left all my cards outside. It's okay. I have another 50 deck right here. I just have to figure out which ones I want to use. What is that? Oh, let's use this one. I like that. Teresa's like, so list, what are you guys proud about yourself for? What do you think is a shining quality that you have? Loretta says, I'm a kind person. Me too. Loretta actually got to, at least I feel like Loretta got to have one of Sam's crystal readings the other day. And Sam doesn't do these very often, but he'll be in Cincinnati doing them when we go down to Cincinnati in November. But every once in a while he does them in the store. He will go to the crystal deck, the crystal tumble table, and pull a bunch of tumbles, and then he'll read them and tell you why you need them and why they need to be in your life. And he does the most amazing reading, you guys. I know that you get to see him here every once in a while, and he just like haws about his readings, but man, his readings are spectacular. He'd settle for the Jersey Devil. That's an interesting mystery, isn't it? She says, it was amazing. I feel like 100 pounds lighter. He's just amazing. Let's see how people feel good about themselves, though, because that's important, right? Okay. Tarot deck archive. It seriously is. If you consider that I have like 10 decks that I took with me yesterday, I still have probably 50 up here. Rachel says, I feel better about myself. That's important. That's important. Okay. Let's see. We're going to read for Jacqueline Mercer. Jacqueline Mercer. I forgot I had this deck of cards. Now, you think that's silly because I have these out in the lawn. I do. In the front yard. I'm like, do I have these? Do I have these in the front yard? Me too, Kelly. Well, he does them online. He can do them online as well. And he can do the readings online and then just ship you the crystals too. But I mean, he does a fabulous job. It's amazing. I'm just wowed with him. That and his energy healing. His energy healing, when he pushes out energy, blows your hair back. I have to be like, you're giving me a headache. Seriously. You're giving me a headache. Please stop. Didn't affect me at all. Jacqueline Mercer, this reading is for you. I don't know what this song is. I should know. It's an 80s song. I hear 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know it goes off into Huey Lewis, I think. One love. One love. Oh, God. There's something about that song. You're supposed to be listening to the song. And somebody should be singing it to you. That's what I need to let you know. Like, it's a rekindling of something. They're like, listen to the song, listen to the words, and somebody should be singing that to you. If they're not, why the hell not? Right? It's you need to re-spark something in your life. Like, really, really bring something back to the surface and make your cup full. You're kind of right at like a half to 3/4 here on the cup. I would really, really love to see you living in joy all the time because that capacity is there for you. Whatever blows your hair back, right? I haven't heard that in the longest time, Kelly. What's so funny is when I met you, you didn't even have one deck. You're totally right, Lisa. I didn't. I was so proud of myself when I first started off at this. Because I just like, I don't even need a deck. We're just going to do this and it's going to be beautiful. And then I got my first deck and then it was like potato chips. And now I buy so many decks for the store. I'm like, ooh, that's really pretty. And then I just sell it because I'm like, I don't need it. I have my favorite decks. Jacqueline Mercer. I'm sorry. I will keep it right here. Right here. Okay. Wow. Yes. Okay. It's time to start feeling that joy. I'm glad you understand. This is about being together. This is about the bonds that bind that we have in our life that help us feel connected. We have to feel connected. It's like having two people live in a home and never talking. Like, why? I'm not going to cook you dinner if you're not going to talk to me. Screw your laundry. I mean, if you're not going to be sociable, I'm not going to do it. I want, and the reason I want it is because it's our natural human inclination to need companionship or want companionship or feel fulfilled. So you deserve that. I need you to know that. You deserve it. Pull your hair back. Pull your hair back. It's been so long, Lisa. Lisa Phillips and I have been online together for a long time. And I have to tell you, one of the people that I have watched morph and change and move into her intuition is Lisa Phillips. This is Lisa Phillips' kudo for the day. Well, hopefully not the only one, but I watched her change totally. I would say I watched it change her life. Not me, intuition, not teachings, intuition, her self-confidence. It's amazing. 100%. I'm so glad that makes sense, Jacqueline. Your guides are really on that. That's validation for you. It's what you already know, though. So they're like, here you go. There you go. Kelly, and we're a hell of a lot of fun. You're out west, right, Kelly? I can never remember where anybody lives. So I just don't even, I don't know. Oh, Andrea. Oh my God. Lisa can't say anything today. I forget what I was saying. I'm sorry. Did you see that? Brain lock. It's like vapor lock in an engine, but it happens. It's not true. Every once in a while, my brain seizes, and I have to take a couple days off. Oh yeah, we're having a lot of fun. Minnesota. Gosh, you're all the way up. You're all the way up there. Empowerment. It is absolutely what it's about. Empower. Minnesota. Shit. Kelly, this is for you. Oh, I love this. I'm like looking at the horse going, wow, that's a really pretty horse. There 2 cards here. What the heck? You have a hidden card. Virginia there. Jenny A's in Virginia. So it's time. Absolutely, Lisa. Kelly, some of the old patterns that you've been doing, it's now. Yeah, I know. It's like, you're almost a Uber up here. Kelly, it's time to start letting go of some old thoughts. I'm not talking about old patterns in life. You're working towards 2x4 therapy. Are you aware of it, Kelly? Are you aware of working towards 2x4 therapy? Getting a knock in the back of the head by Metatron, being like, okay, it's time for a little bit of leveling up. You aware? Because it's coming. And they're like, you're getting ready to come up. Your budget for Sedona went to a new Mac. Oh, I understand. I'm looking at the tablet at the shop going, please don't be crapping out. Please don't be crapping out. I know, they're gorgeous cards. That's one of the benefits of going to all these different expos, which we really haven't done this year, but I did last year, is you get to see a bunch of nice stuff. Oracle of the Sacred Horse. What a beautiful deck of cards. Yeah, you have something new coming in, and it's going to be a significant bump. It's not a little bump. You're having a significant bump coming up. And they're like, I don't know what you should be doing. I don't know. But they're showing me light language, maybe channeling, trance mediumship, something along those lines. Yeah. So I think you have something really significant coming. Brace your butt. Because they're like, yeah. They're so beautiful, Diana. I have not found them anywhere yet. You had no pre-warning. Oh, gotcha. I have to see where I can find these. I'll look them up, Blue Angel Publishing, and see if I can find them online, because they're gorgeous. They're beautiful decks of cards. There's only a couple. So if you guys, of course they're not here right now because they're in the car. When I buy for the store, I buy lots of ones. So when it comes to decks of cards, I like to get a variety. So I will buy one of this, one of this, one of this, one of this, one of this. Unless I have a deck of cards that I'm like, I think that this resonates so beautifully that so many people are going to want this. And the last one I did was I bought 3 decks of cards of Wisdom of the Elders by Sean. And I can't remember his last name. But they're in the store, and I bought them because I think that they are such a lovely energy. And I have a deck myself, and this is the only deck that I bought 3 of, except for tarot. I mean, you got to have a bunch of these, but they're just gorgeous. They're stunning cards. I put them right on the same level of this deck. I think that they vibrate very much the same. So I'm going to try and get this deck in the store, but this is an amazingly beautiful deck. Can I have another whoop whoop in the room? Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good Monday. Good Monday. All right. Nope. Pre-warning on the Mac meltdown. Good morning, Renee. It's a lovely day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Have you seen the Beautiful Creatures desk? Yeah. I don't own one. But I have seen them, and we have used them in pocket size. So we buy the pocket size giveaway decks. And so if you come into the store, or even if you order online now, when you order, you get a card. You get a card. And everybody when they come in the store, that's what they're like. They'll stand there. Like you'll finish cashing them out, and they're like, people just get tired of waiting on me, and they'll reach over and they'll grab their own card, which is fine too, but we hand those out. And the Beautiful Creatures cards are very popular. Yeah. All right. The hurricane is past and the sun is shining. Boy, they put that hurricane as being the end of the world, didn't they? Let's go into this. Let's do this. We have 115 days until whatever's racing towards our planet gets here. What do you guys think? I'm interested. I'm interested. I hadn't put any feelers out there on this at all. Like, I didn't put any feelers out this. I'm like, whatever happens, whatever pulls towards the earth. But this one seems to be moving at a increasing rate of speed, right? The speed's variable on it. I've never heard of a meteor doing that myself personally. And I like science. So what do you guys think it is? I think I've been working our way towards this myself. Whatever's on my porch, better get off of it. It's a chicken on my porch. I hear ducks, actually. Any opinions? Not like we can stop it, right? Not like we can stop it. And this is the first you've heard of it, Ladora? I'll look it up. I don't believe it's anything imaginary. I actually believe it's a thing. I believe that it's a thing, and I believe it's inhabited. Anybody that works with extraterrestrial and channels them, or can work with that energy, I suggest you reach out to it. See what you pick up. I don't think it's anything negative. I think that we're well beyond time of intervention. Christine says, Christine says, I'm feeling extremely blessed. I finally stepped away from bedside nursing and 2 jobs. I'm so happy for you, Christine, because you just work so hard. I feel so strong that my guides are with me. I feel at peace. I know I made the right decision. Now I'm finally able to have time to be creative and explore your spiritual gifts. Yeah, I'm excited for you. Very excited. Kelly LaVoy says, where did I miss here anything? Good morning, Ariel. Good morning. Lisa Phillips says it's, I think it's like 3 million. It's like 3 millennium. Lots to do about nothing. I will agree with that as well. I don't think that it is just space rock, but I also don't think it's anything to worry about. I don't think it'll be anything that even slows down enough to come. They're coming into our galaxy on the far outreach. So I don't know that they're going to like stop in for a cup of coffee. Yeah, look it up, Jenny, and be like, the hell? Yeah, I know. There's a lot of I agree with that, Ladora. Galactic feelers. There's so many. Perhaps it's time for another Oz session, Lisa. You're not wrong, Renee. You can tell I just read. This is why I get banned off TikTok. I just read whatever's over here. I don't think you're wrong. I think it would be a really good time for another Oz session. I have to get it set up. Well, we're going to do an Oz session in Sedona. So maybe we'll broadcast that. How's that? We'll ask somebody to record it. Sam will be there. There'll be a bunch of people there. So we'll do a recording of Oz in Sedona. See what comes across. Because what we like about Oz, you guys, is I do trance mediumship and I allow an energy to speak through me, and you can ask him questions. And I say him, but he's a collective of knowledges. Not that I'm not, but he's a collective of knowledge, and you can ask him questions. So that's pretty cool. And I would love to know. Oz, that's Samantha. He's just a collective energy. People are like, what are we talking about with Oz? Oh, yeah. But here's the other thing. I can't always say that Oz is going to be the one to come across. So the last time I did one, not the last time, but the time before that, I did one of these sessions. I had the Titan Celine come across, which was really cool. It really felt cool from my end too, but she was just very cut, dried to the point, almost cold. It was weird. Lisa says, I do wonder if breaking through the galactic fields is like the Meg. We're allowing bigger and bigger things to come through. Yeah, I wondered that too. I know they might not even drink coffee. Like, how's that life? Perhaps you'll win the lottery and be at Sedona. Yeah, so Kelly, at Sedona, we're going to do CE5 meditation. So since it's a dark sky community, we're going to sit out under the stars and call in extraterrestrial energies. And then one night we're going to do Oz. And he changes. So actually, I don't think I've ever done Oz session with anybody in the room other than maybe Sam. Once he was in the room with me, but he changes the energy in the room. The whole energy in the room changes. And then if you're watching it, the energy in your room can change too. It is wild. It is wild. Not sure which spirit is in my home, but I believe there are several recently in my hands. Oh, probably a pet, Christine. I must have missed the Celine one. Oh, I don't know, Renee. I'm sure I have it in a recording somewhere. I never watch them after I do them. Like, I never watch it afterwards. It's just weird. It's just weird. All right, can I have a whoop whoop in the room, you guys? Let me see who's here. Can't watch myself. Watch me now. Boop, boop. No. Okay. Ladora says, or asks, when you channel Oz, do you remember what is said? I do. Now, because I am consciously taking my awareness and I step to the back, and I don't know how to really explain it. I create a blank space right here in the front. I don't know how to tell you really how to do this, but I create this blank space. And as I'm talking about this, as I'm talking about this, I get the nod to let's do it. And we're not going to do that. But I feel this right here. And this is the energy this is the space I fill up with him. I allow him to step into this. And then I actually take my consciousness and I'll walk in my brain into a back room and I close myself into a room. But it's like being in the green room on the Letterman show. I can hear everything that's going on. And it's so funny because I can be back there and I'll be like, are you shitting me? That's so cool. And then he'll be snarky with Sam, which he does like to do, because Sam when I was living in Texas, he would moderate over the computer. And he gets snarky with Sam, and I'm like, it's like a space between. Yeah, it's like a space between space. It's a portal. It's so cool. I think the energy actually changed in many of our homes when Oz come through. I know it did here at your house. Somebody asked me something else. I was wondering if you watched the recording of it, if you'd feel the energy in the room too. Yeah, energy is energy. It doesn't. What is it we're looking up? So the craft, how to look it up. Meteor speeding towards Earth in November 2025. That don't sound terrifying. Yeah, it's almost as if you're watching it or hearing it as it happens. It's so weird. In the there's this thing called transfiguration as well, where like you will be looking and my face changes. Like anybody that's seen Oz, have you seen them do that? Like the face change. Have you had that? You had then the shot that you had. I don't get that one. Is Oz male? I can see that he was ready to jump in. Yeah, Oz is male. He comes across as male and a male energy, but he was ready to jump in. It's so interesting because I'll explain this. When Oz is getting ready to come in, and if I start talking about him too much, sometimes it's kind of like, hey, here I am. My ears will start to. This is going to sound so weird. My ears will start to feel like they're coming down, and my throat's and my jaw starts to tighten. I'll feel the muscles tighten, and then my head starts to tilt back like this, and it just is a thing. It's a sensation. I'm like, oh, we're not doing that. No, we're not going to do that right now. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. Anyhow, moving on. Okay, here we go. Andrea 54 Hector. Andrea 54 Hector. Ooh, I'm moving over here. Do you have going on? You talking about this makes your throat and ears feel funny. It is a really, really cool thing. I've taken a apprenticeship on this with Tony Stockwell. I almost did that. My husband Sam will go, Tony Stockwell. Because I was in the apprenticeship program on Mediumship with him, and I'd get out of class and be like, oh my God, this is what Tony Stockwell said. And he'd be like, I did Tony Stockwell. He's funny. Okay. Andrea. Christina says, oh my God, it's been wanting to do downloads. I've been feeling a tingling in your nose and your lips. Isn't it funny how we have this physical tell? Yes, your facial expressions, your posture, your tone, it's always very obvious, and we can definitely see when it happens. Yeah, it feels like it. It absolutely feels like it. It really does. I feel displaced when it happens. But I've also believe that I know this. I don't just believe it. I know it. That if I need to pop out, I can pop out and just be right there again. I think they do that so that I'm comfortable, because that would be uncomfortable if I couldn't. Lisa Phillips, I travel in my dreams. I go on trips to other spheres and see people who have died. I'm always searching. Last night I recall getting mad newscasts. I didn't have my camera. I asked to get me one. Then I woke up. How do you stay in a dream? Ask a question and stay in the dream, because it seems if I talk in the dream, I wake up. Use here. Use your brain. Don't ask. Don't like in your dream. Don't say it here. Send it out as a thought. Try that. Okay. Sam's a little jealous of Tony Stockwell. It was funny. Okay. Andrea. Okay. She was looking up the meteor. We don't know. Who knows what it is? Who knows what it is? And here's us thinking of life as looking like us, being tall like us, being, or being maybe we're short. We can't have a preconceived notion what that life is, if there's life on it. Okay, Andrea, I want to talk about some things that have been handed to you that possibly you are not seeing, you're ignoring, or you're just not ready to bring out ideas and trot them out in front of everybody else. I don't know if it's an anxiety or what it is, but you have to stop comparing what you do to somebody else. You can't compare your idea or your action or your whatever that you have going on to somebody else, because you're not the same. Even when other people expect us to live up to their expectation, which I do all the time with my family. But even when somebody says you must do this to gain acceptance, doesn't mean you actually have to do that, right? You can follow your own intuition, your own skills, your own thought process to a conclusion. Quit judging yourself and your ideas against other people. It will get you nowhere. But what it will do is it'll take away some of the enjoyment in life, or activities that you do enjoy doing that you feel like you could be doing better a different way. It says, if I were any sure, I'd be invisible. You have to be able to stretch out. You have to be able to say, this is what I want, or this is what I want to do, or let's try this, to actually bring yourself a level of enjoyment. There was a video posted on TikTok of an alien spacecraft here in Chicago. Did you see it? I mean, I have a great alien spacecraft picture that I took. How about you guys? I really do. I do. I have it where it was sitting still, and then when it went to take off, there's a burst of cloud behind it. It's really cool. Anyhow, I haven't seen the spacecraft over Chicago video. Andrea, so then I want to say some of the things that I'm talking about, you're going to be like, I don't even know. I don't know. It's because for so long that you have not recognized your talents or your gifts that you have been given in this life, that they go unheard of, unseen, unheard, because you're so used to keeping your opinion here and doing the things that you do on a regular basis. So you pray for taller. Yes, and it was 5 blocks from your house. You saw it? Is it a real video on YouTube? Or is it AI enhanced? Because I'd like to see the video. So even though you don't feel in charge of some of the things you have, even though you don't feel in charge of some of the things you have going on in life, this is Andrea 842 Hector. Even if you don't feel in charge, I need you to know you have all the tools in this lifetime to be successful at the things you put out there that you really want to do. Just have some faith in yourself. Don't judge yourself against what everybody else says, and you'll be surprised at what amazing things happen. I want to see the video now. Gotcha. Christine says, yep, spirit guides are telling you to slow down. There we go. Oh, somebody said something. Can you explain to me how our guides make you choose? How my guides. So, Vivo, it's how to explain. How to explain. As I scroll, I just trust my gut. And when I land on a name that feels sticky, like not the energy, but I've said it with my guides that this is how I want to do this. The person that needs the information, make them feel sticky in the feed, like they stand out, and that's what happens. That's the only way I can put it. it just is a matter of where my attention rests at that time. My attention goes to the person that needs it the most. So that's the best way for me to put it. That's all I got. Yeah. Hope that helps. All right, everybody. I have to go shop for a while. Your guide's name is Richard. I have we have so many guides, you guys. So many guides that it's staggering. It's a lot of fun to start working with them and get to meet them and learn who they are. So, all right, everybody. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine. I know they feel sticky. Enjoy your day. I got twisted up there. See that? Feel divine because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he'd say, may the light be with you always. And I will talk to you guys later. Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.